Hello and welcome to this video. This video is going to be the next video in our Pixelmon server series where we just made our own Pixelmon server. So if you wanted to play on this server, you just have to get Pixelmon, get the latest version. We're running version 9.08, and then you would have to add the server. So here's the server IP, right? 143.244.43.89. You just add that, create the server, maybe click the star beside it so it appears near the top, and then you could come play Pixelmon on here. So there's no store, so you can't buy anything. I think that's something. As well as there's mobs enabled, so you have to worry about getting killed by enemies, which we actually made this place a lot safer. We've actually done a lot since the last recording. We've actually done a lot, right? Because before, there was all this dirt here, and then we actually cleared all the dirt. So the dirt took a long time. It took a long time to clear this area. There was a lot of it here. We had to go through so many of these stone shovels. So basically, we just been working with stone tools. Everything here is handmade. Everything here is gotten ourselves, right? We got all these oak fences that we crafted with all these oak logs that we got, with all these trees that we got. Here's all the dirt that we have collected from there. So it's just going here a whole bunch. You just go back here. It's going to show us a whole bunch of new recipes just because we have these things. But essentially, we'd be getting cobblestone, and then we'd be getting sticks, if we have any sticks anywhere. We have some sticks here. And then we'd have to sit here and we just have to keep on crafting these shovels. Wait, isn't it popping up? These, we have to craft a whole bunch of these things, right? We have to craft so many of these things to get rid of all that dirt. So that's pretty much what we've been doing. We've been doing that. We didn't use any of those. Good. All right. So we haven't spawned anything in. We just have these things at the bottom just because we're showing you new items that we have added to the shop. And I thought it would show, be a good way to show their buy and sell prices. So the last time we had our claim, we added this fence all the way around. So as you can see, if we fly around this place, now looks like we still have to clear a log in that floating tree there. But if you go around, there's a fence around the entire perimeter here, which means that no monsters can get in, which means makes it even safer, because usually we'd be worried about maybe a zombie would come out from behind the building and attack us, and sometimes kill us maybe. Maybe zombie archers or skeleton archers would come out. We have to clear this tree here. I think it was this spot. We'd be sitting here, we'd be doing something, and then there'd be a zombie or a skeleton would run out of the forest. They'd come to attack us. But this fence perimeter stops all the monsters from coming in. There is a gate, right? At each of these paths, there's a gate, so you can actually exit here, right? So if you wanted to leave this place, you have to open the gate and then close it. And then if you want to come back in, you just open the gate again, because you can't jump over it otherwise, right? Yeah, it's safe from monsters. I think that's the main thing. So, if we look through here, we also have these paths set up. So let's go back to survival. So in order to make these paths, you just need any shovel, right? So we got this stone shovel here. All we have to do is go to any dirt on the ground. Then we just have to right click, and then it just turns into a path. That's it. That's all we have to actually do with it, right? So we're going to maybe just move this path over here, just so it doesn't go into the wall. And I believe this is probably taking a whole bunch of stone shovels as well. Wonder if we should actually just do it one more over, right? And then we get rid of these here. Maybe get rid of this one, and then just replant the dirt here. So that's what we've been working on. We've just been working on the spot here. That's going to grow back to grass. Then we got a path coming out here. And then there's some fences you can open up. I think you just have to open up one fence, and then you can leave, and then you can explore. So this also shows the boundary of our land, right? So your claim your claim, the amount that you can claim, is clearly shown by these fences here, right? So if you're wondering how big is a 3x3 area, so you get a 9 chunks. This is the size that you can claim. So you have plenty of space to actually build everything, right? So this is what it looks like. We got this here. So if you want to explore, you just go through here. Here's an exit here. Here's an exit over here. Here's an exit over here. And there's an exit over here. So you got 4 different directions that you can leave from. As well as we just have our base here. Maybe we finish setting it up a little bit, right? So we still left these things here. Maybe we'll get rid of them. We just haven't needed the space yet. We just have our stuff here. All this dirt that we collected, right? We have so much dirt, which we can actually maybe start selling the dirt. Because we did set up the shopkeepers. I think the shopkeepers is the main feature of this episode. We don't have anything in here, and here's just the iron that we have been smithing, right? Oh, there's some aluminum in there too. There's just empty chest there. So this is our base at the moment. Then we've got a little mining place down here. We did go mining a little bit. So if we go down here, we can see we've been doing a little bit of mining. Went over that direction, went down here. I think we went all the way down to bedrock. Pretty sure we went all the way down there. And then, once we get to level 12, then we can start mining for diamonds, right? I think that's the main thing you want to do. You want to start mining for diamonds. So here's the bottom floor. We have reached bedrock, and we were just doing that with stone pickaxe. And we used some iron pickaxes, I believe, because we had a bit more iron. We found some down here. So if we just go home, I thought we changed it so we were entitled to 2. The homes is actually not working alright for some reason. I don't know why it does this. So if we go back home, let's do the second part of the video, right? So here's what spawn looks like. We cleared out all this dirt here, and we cleared out this house, right? So there was a whole bunch of dirt in here as well. There was a little pond down here. There was a magic carpet here. So we cleared all the dirt from inside this house. We cleared all this. We replaced the ground with all these birch planks, and we took it from our stuff, right? This entire house, all these torches and everything. Same with this floor and everything. We use it from our own materials, so we didn't spawn anything in. So don't think that it's just creative spawn. This is all we had to use our own things. We have all these birch planks here. We're going to run out of birch planks at some point, 'cause all we've been getting is oak trees, which would be another reason why the shop would help, right? If we're getting a bunch of oak trees, maybe we could trade the oak trees for birch trees. So if we go here, we can see we even built all this, right? This took so many of our planks to build this. And all of our torches, we got to get more torches here. So we got some different shopkeepers. We just got you set up as Pokemart Maid 1. We got you set up as Pokemart Maid 2. We got you set up as Pokemart Maid 3. You is Pokemart Second 1, Second 2. And then you are Pokemart Second 3. And then over here, you are set up as Spawn 1, and you are set up as Spawn 2. So we got all of them, right? We got the Pokemon Maid 1, 2, 3. We got the second 1, 2, 3, and we got the 2 Spawn NPCs over here. So I guess they sell various things. We also have our own custom NPC there. But if you go here, this guy will sell Pokeballs, Great Ball, Ultra Balls, potions, super potions, maybe some PP ups and some heals and some antidotes and some other things. He might sell some different Pokeballs. So we might make our own custom NPCs, right? We might make an NPC that just sells every Pokeball. And we might just make a PC that sells every healing item or something, right? So you can just come here, you can find one NPC, he'll have every Pokeball for you. Maybe the TMs, we're not 100% sure, right? That would take a long time to set up all the PMs. Bridge mail, we got a mail store here if you want to buy some mail. We got a food store here if you want to buy some food from this person. And over here, I think these guys sell like evolution stones or something, right? So he sells evolution stones. If you need that from him, we might make a custom shop that just sells all of them. And he sells. Oh, that's this guy. This guy sells daycares. All right. So if you're looking to buy a daycare, this guy will sell you a daycare for 25,000. So you don't even have to go to the wilderness to try to find them. I think you get the white daycare, and then if you want to get a different colored one, you have to earn some money and then buy it from him. So that's what he sells. And then this person is our custom NPC, right? Welcome to the blocks shop, Minecraft block shop. Hope you find something you like. So he's going to buy and sell all the Minecraft blocks, right? So we got cobblestone. We can sell it for 5 each. We can sell dirt for 5 each. We can sell gravel for 5 each. Same with sand. Same with all these trees. If we have a bunch of extra logs that we want to sell, we made diorite, granite, and andesite cost a bit more. Just because it's rarer. We know every time that we go mining, we don't really find that much of this stuff. So it's a bit more expensive than cobblestone and dirt. And then we have all these trees, right? All the logs. You could sell those. Glowstone dust, redstone dust. We could sell lapis if we want. Sell it for 10. We could sell iron ingots for 25, or aluminum ingots, or gold ingots, or we could sell diamonds. As well as we could buy all of them, right? So we could buy coal here, iron ingots, we could buy aluminum, we could buy gold, we could buy diamonds, we could buy redstone, glowstone, we could buy lapis, we could buy dirt, cobblestone, granite, diorite, andesite, we could buy sand, gravel, and we could buy all of the different logs at the moment, right? So we got oak log, spruce log, birch log, jungle log, acacia log, dark oak log, and they're going to be 10 each. So whatever the sell price is, the buy price is going to be twice as much. So if the iron ingots, you sell it for 25, you could buy it for 50. Same with the coal. If you could sell it for, I guess we don't have any coal. If you had coal, you would sell it for 10, you'd buy it for 20. Same with the diamonds. We could sell a diamond for 1,000. But if you want to buy one, it's going to cost 2,000. So that's what we did. We started adding the shopkeepers to the game, and maybe we'll start selling some things to try to get some money, because we have all this extra dirt that we don't need. And I think we're going to be getting a lot of cobblestone in the near future that we don't need. So if we can sell our dirt and sell our cobblestone, and then go to this guy, we'll probably set up another guy that just sells all of them, right? But we come to you, and then we can just buy Pokeballs from you, right? So it's like we're trading dirt and cobblestone for Pokeballs. Which is why we made it sell for so much, right? Because originally, we were going to sell it for $2 each. But then that's like $120 for one stack. But if you look here, a Pokeball costs even more than that. So it has to be more than $2. So if we raise it to $5, that's like $300 for a stack. Maybe you could buy a Pokeball and a half. Or if for like 3 stacks, you could get an Ultra Ball. I guess that's what the prices all are of them, right? But I think by the end, you would pretty much just be crafting your own Pokeballs anyway. So I don't think you'd be really buying them from the shop too much. But there we go. Because that was something we wanted to do, right? We just wanted to do something so that we could sell all these to the shop. We just spawned them in just to show you the sell price there so we could delete them. The PC that's in here, we spawned that in. We didn't bring that in ourselves. We didn't use our PC. We still have our private PCs. So we have these NPC editor, the PC. We don't need all that. We only have one torch, right? We're running so low on that. Cobblestone. We must have brought it out from the chest. Alright. Okay. So, there's the update at the moment. So I guess that was, we'll end it pretty soon. It's not going to be as long of a video, but as you can see, we set up a safe border around the spawn. So when people come in, they have a safe place to do something. We finished this up. So we got all this dirt out of the way, right? We sat here with that stone shovel and sat there mining forever. They kept breaking. We had to make so many of these stone shovels. But all the dirt is finally gone. And then the buildings. So there's not too much left to do in terms of actually building, right? I think right now we might actually focus on mining. So we go here. Now, when people join the server, they're going to have all these shops available to them. You can just come here, you can talk to you, she'll heal your Pokemon for you. And if you want to come here, you can access a PC here, and you can access the breeding center here as well. Alright, so it does work, right? Because by default, you can only have 3 breeding slots. But we raised it up to 6, so you can actually have 6 breeding slots. And I wonder if you can increase it in the future, right? Because the complaint everyone was talking about was before you could have like as many breeding at the same time as you want, and then they reduced it to 3 by default. And then you're like, this sucks, we can only breed 3 at a time. So if we go to an Xbox, alright, so we can breed more than 3 at once. 1, 2, 3. Oh, box 4. Okay, then it just scrolls down. Alright, so that's another change too. Instead of being able to breed 3 Pokemon, you can breed 6 Pokemon. So there we go. So this is the main store, the main thing. This would be like the spawn Poke Center. It doesn't look good because we didn't spawn anything in. This is just being created from the blocks that we found in the area, whatever we could make do with, right? We crafted these trapdoors. Crafted the trapdoors to put in there. So there we go. Here's the spawn at the moment. And you can maybe like plan out your area. You could be like, all right, we have this much space. We could probably build something that is about as big as this. And even if you're looking at the whole map, this doesn't even take up too much space, right? If this is just one claim, one person's claim, even if one person claimed right here, right? Maybe you would end right here, and then another person could claim right here on the map. You don't have to claim right next to other people, right? You can even go out here. You can be like, let's go way out here. And then we're going to live out here away from the other people. Something like that. Although I guess you don't want to live too far away, right? We're going to eventually have to build roads and everything, right? Maybe all these places could connect, right? If somebody builds here, maybe they can continue building the roads into their place. And then over here, like somebody would be claiming part of this island here, add the riverway as well. Over here, so it'd be like claiming this in the riverway. So this is like a secondary island. Someone could claim a 3x3 area on there. If you look at the map, right? Like here's our claim. Somebody could claim here. That'd be another claim. Someone could claim this stretch of land. Someone could claim this stretch of land over here, have like a nice beach area, have a nice ocean front, and then another piece of the island there. Maybe somebody could claim here, or something like that. They'd own this riverway, and then they'd be able to build something over here, and then build something on this side of the water, something like that, just to eventually maybe build a big, huge city on this island. Just a whole bunch of different people building, right? So there we go. There's the server at the moment. So, yeah, I guess we can see it. So it looks all right from here, right? We can actually see it from high up because we're in creative mode. And when you're down here, this is where it would come in, and then you'd do all your stuff. Then you start with everything that you need. You start with all of this, right? We don't even know what it's called. On join, first join. I think that's what we called it. Yeah, you already start with all this when you come on the server, right? Everything you need to defend yourself and fight the monsters. You get your Pokeballs, you get your running boots, you get things to craft a second pair of running boots, you get building equipment, you get the chest, the furnaces, you get your own healers, you get the PCs, the enchanting table, the trade machine, and the daycare, so you don't have to run around and search for a place to steal them from. You can just set them up in your base, and you have wood to start building, and then you would have to work your way up from there, right? So there we go. There we go. On to play on this server, you would just have to go here. Here's the IP. So there is no website. There is no store, so you can't buy anything. So I think that's another thing about the server. You can't buy anything, so everything that's in the game was earned by everybody that wasn't given to them by the first join kit, right? Everything besides that, you're gonna have to earn everything, as far as we know at this point. So we'll see what happens in the next video. So here, let's just go in here for a sec. We're gonna do... Should we start setting up a farm and then figure out what the prices of wheat, right? Because we can set up a farm here, maybe, and then I can start farming wheat. And then I can start selling wheat as well. So you have to look into that. We have to look into that, because this shop here, we can keep adding to it. We have to manually add this into 2 different files, right? We have to add the item, add the buy and sell price in one file, and then in the other file, which is the shopkeeper, we have to say that he buys and sells this item. Well, I guess he just sells this item. Everybody buys it once you have it in there, right? But we have to go through. We have these ones added so far, right? All these ones you could buy and you could sell, and then in the future we could add more to buy and sell. And we might look at the prices. These might not be the final prices that we get. We might change the prices depending what we find, right? Before we even sell anything. Maybe at the beginning of the next video, we'll be like, we're finally ready to sell things. We've been digging in our mine forever. We have all this dirt and cobblestone that we want to sell. And we'd have to compare it too, right? We have to see, like, how much iron do we get? How much coal and everything do we get? We're going to have to get a pickaxe in the enchanting table. So I think we're going to do that. We just threw everything in here while we're editing that. And then we're going to go mining for a bit, I think. So we just go down here. We just go down, and I think we should clear out a basement for these areas or something. Maybe while we're mining, we'll clear out a basement for these areas, and then maybe there'll be something else in the basement of these places too. Yeah, it's looking a lot better without all this stuff here, without all the dirt. So there we go. Spawn is pretty much complete at the moment then. It's just up for other people to come on and then expand the world to build more good areas with this. And make a good road network or something.